Welcome to another episode of 4 Minutes with Bill. I'm Bill Russell. My wife Stacy and I run CrossFit Cleveland in Rocky River, Ohio. We help people who need to lose a little weight and get back in shape, and they don't know how, so they come to us. Today, we're going to talk about eating healthy fats as part of your regular diet. We may go a little over 4 minutes today, but I think it'll be worth it. About once a year, I use MyFitnessPal app on my phone to track my macronutrients. That's the mix of carbohydrates, fats, and protein in the food and drink I consume on a regular basis. It always comes back pretty much the same. I eat a fairly high amount of dietary fat. It's typically about 50% of my daily calories. Next is protein at about 30%, and then carbohydrates at about 20%. And those carbs are mainly fruits and vegetables with some whole grains. I avoid processed refined sugar like it's poison. I don't consider myself a low carb eater, and I'm certainly not keto. I have a high healthy fat diet with lean protein and mostly non-processed carbohydrates and virtually zero added sugar. I do drink alcohol, but only distilled spirits, rarely with any sugary mix. And eating this way allows me to keep my weight under control at all times, even through the holidays. I eat when I'm hungry, and I can do that because I keep my insulin levels under control. I attribute that to my high healthy fat diet and, more importantly, to no added sugar. So what are the healthy fats? We'll talk about what I eat. I regularly eat homemade mayonnaise made with locally farmed eggs and olive oil, typically 1 to 2 tablespoons a day, mixed into my meals as a dipping sauce or a salad dressing. I've included a link to a video recipe on how we make it, and you'll find that in the comments section below. Or you can Google Bill and Stacy's Paleo Mayonnaise, and you'll find it. I also love to eat avocados. They're one of my favorite fatty fruits. They're mostly monounsaturated fat, and they also contain a decent amount of fiber and vitamins, particularly potassium. Almonds are my regular snacking food. Macadamia nuts as well. Almonds are close to my ideal macro ratio. That's about 60% fat, 20% carbohydrate, and 20% protein. They're really great for snacking, and I usually add a little bit of additional protein like beef jerky or grilled chicken, which we always seem to have around. I cook primarily with coconut oil, and I also put it in my coffee every morning. Odd as it may sound, sometimes I eat it right off a spoon. It's a great source of energy. Your body can use it almost as fast as sugar, but without any insulin levels spike. Recently, I started intermittent fasting, or better labeled time-restricted eating, where I try to eat in a 6 to 8 hour window, maybe a 10-hour window. And I don't consider adding coconut oil to my coffee to be breaking that type of fast. And it makes it much easier to go a couple additional hours before my first meal late morning. Eggs, fatty fish like salmon, and a little cheese are also on my list of favorites. We're careful to buy only locally farmed eggs and traceable source salmon, usually from Whole Foods here in Rocky River. I also use olive oil, MCT oil, and avocado oil for cooking and when making salad dressings. I avoid cheap vegetable oils like the plague. I never buy soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, grapeseed, or sunflower oil. I do use a small amount of sesame oil from time to time when I'm cooking, even though it's thought or considered to be an unhealthy fat. I like it for the taste that it gives sauces and salad dressings. You'll ask, what makes those oils considered unhealthy? It's mainly because of the high omega-6 content that those fats are considered inflammatory fats. Omega-6s are polyunsaturated fats, and we should avoid eating too much of them. Omega-3 fatty acids are the anti-inflammatory fats. Most of the fat I eat is either saturated, medium chain triglycerides, or monounsaturated omega-9s, which are not pro-inflammatory fats. One thing I'll caution you on is that if you eat a lot of carbohydrates, especially starchy carbs or sugar, or if you drink a lot of beer, don't eat too much fat. It's just going to end up on you. I eat fats to replace the carbohydrates that I don't eat, giving me the extra energy that I need throughout the day. Healthy fats also keep me feeling full. As for protein, I eat a lot of chicken, pork, eggs, and some red meat. I try to keep it to 30 grams or less per meal or snack. So there you have it. I eat a high-fat diet and manage my weight easily. I attribute that mostly to not eating processed sugar. Don't be afraid to eat healthy fats. You just need to cut the carbohydrates and keep active. I've included a link to a good article from Healthline's website listing their top 10 super healthy fats. It'll be at the bottom of this post. There's some really good information in there. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.